TIFU again by trying to find out if he is really married. Daddy, Part 2. I made a confession here a few days ago about an act of intimacy ending abruptly when I called my partner, Daddy. Within a few hours, I received a bunch of messages that made a very strong case that he was probably married and cheating. I decided to pursue the accusation raised by many Redditors here because it was gnawing at me. I went back to the app, narrowed my preferences as much as possible, and swiped for hours until I got to his profile again to make a right swipe. In my mind, I hoped and hoped and hoped that he would have cooled down and forgiven me. But I wasn't sure if he would ever see my profile again since he was only here for work. Then today, I got a ping that we had matched. Apparently he just landed back in town for work and wanted to see if I would like to meet again. I was able to apologize for my daddy outburst and he accepted my apology. However, before I could say yes to his invitation, I had to ask him what other Redditors thought. The possibility that he was married and cheating. I don't know why I couldn't just leave well enough alone. Apparently, the accusation, without proof, was super offensive and he told me to get FCK'd before our conversation disappeared. I'm pretty sure he blocked me for insulting him a second time. So there will be no more part 3 to this sadness. Since I confessed here originally, I figure I'd provide a quick follow-up to the debacle. TLDR. I accused a man of cheating after he gave me a second chance. And I got the boot a second and, very likely, final time. Had a problem, so I followed Reddit's advice. Now I have way more problems. Some parts of Reddit love to think of themselves as modern Sherlock Holmes. Picking up on just a few words and suddenly they know Op and their family intimately. And are certain of what to do next. Usually divorce, NC. Just a bunch of couch psychologists that have seen it all before. Now you know. Don't listen to Reddit. You took advice from teenagers. Stop taking advice from teenagers. I filter Grindr in my town to show me only over 30s. As below that there's too much of an age difference. I'm early 40s. I recently got annoyed by the amount of guys who are already in a relationship. And decided to check. Scrolling through all available profiles. 1/3 stated they were single. 1/3 that they were in some sort of relationship. And 1/3 didn't say anything. The last category had a lot of profiles without a photo, which are usually married men. The proportion of single guys on all the apps has shrunk over the years. Partly because I'm looking at older men, but also partly because more and more married guys have started using them. A guy with kids hooking up with guys when out of town. Yeah, sounds a lot like cheating. And his response does nothing to remove suspicion. It can get really old. Really quickly trying to avoid the married guys. Also the immediate unmatching can often be an indicator as the cheater will use that to minimize the risk of getting caught. Lol classic Reddit. Could this man be disgusted when confronted with an extremely basic taboo? No. Must be cheating. His reaction to me says yes, he is. If he wasn't a simple no, would have been his reaction. Sounds like a lovely fellow. If you want to post how you acts we could make more informed assumptions. But unless you did it very accusatorially, that reaction wasn't justified and based on the history would be a logical question to ask. As long as you ask it genuinely. He 100% is cheating or at the very least got caught cheating relatively recently. Yeah, you're not done hunting this man. Should have done a photo search on his photos, see if you get a hit. Then find his Facebook based on his real name and reach out to his wife or to ask if she knows he's cheating.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.